mowing, fourth cutting hay. It has been just under 4 weeks since we did third, and I wanted to wait till the end of the week this week, but the weather looks like today and tomorrow are the best days. We're gonna go ahead and mow it. You can't see from here, but there's some purple flowers that are blooming on the alfalfa now, which means it's fully matured and time to cut it. This is my first field here. It is almost lunchtime now on Monday, so we'll finish mowing this afternoon into this evening, and then tomorrow evening we'll start chopping, hopefully, if it goes as planned. Been mowing for a while now, close to half done. This field is probably our nicest field this year. Second year alfalfa here. We planted it last spring, and it just looks good in this field. Nice and tall. My uncle's gonna take over for me. I gotta go feed cows. I'll be finishing up later once I'm done with that. It's 6:30 in the evening now. I was working at a bunch of chores, and my uncle was mowing. Got about 15 to 20 acres left to do. I'm just gonna try and get this done as quick as possible so it doesn't get too late. This is the last field I gotta do. It's a new seeding field, and it's a little bit shorter, but looking really good. One of the new seedings had some more grass in it. This one looks better. Trying not to mow too much of our corn. It is Tuesday evening now. We had a good sunny day today. Got it plenty dry. Actually might have been a little too dry for some of it, but starting to rake. My uncle is out right now raking, and we're gonna look to chop soon. There was actually a thunderstorm coming across the county, and I was watching the forecast, and this is all it amounted to right here. Kind of broke apart and disintegrated as it got to us, thankfully. We have two harvest store silos, which are the sealed blue silos that we like to put all our haylage in. That one there's 60 foot, that one's 50 foot, and we put first and second cutting in the bigger one, third cutting in the smaller one, and there's actually a little bit of triticale on the bottom. We're hoping fourth cutting will fit on top if we combine both the silos. Hopefully we'll be able to fit it in. We're gonna have to watch closely and make sure we don't overfill it. I'll have to go open that up once they're gonna come. It's gonna be about an hour till they show up. So maybe I'll go get some drone footage of my uncle while he's raking. Looks like he's just finishing up with this field. It actually feels pretty good. This would have been mowed last evening. That's what I did after I was done feeding cows. I'm gonna wait till he switches to the next field to put the drone up because he's about done. My uncle moved over next to the field right out beside our freestall barn. It's a nice 8.5 acre rectangle field, which is actually kind of a big field for us. We only maybe have 5 or 6 fields larger than this, but he's finishing up. See, he does the long rows first, and then once he's done with these, he'll finish up, clean up the end rows. So this field is a first year alfalfa field. If you remember, we had rented that other drill that we tried for this year, and it was working pretty good, except it was clogging up in this field. There were some weeds that were causing some problems. But we ended up getting a nice stand, so pretty happy with it. Getting a nice shot of the farm there. You probably noticed we've been using the 7130 a lot for mowing and raking, different jobs like that. We kind of like that tractor. The New Holland's nice too, but I really like the transmission on this tractor. It's just a bit easier to shift. There's 4 gears you can shift without clutching. It's kind of nice. But we'll get a little shot of the rest of the farm. You can see the corn's growing pretty good, getting closer to harvest. The home farm is 85 acres total, and you can see we got the dark green fields are corn there, and then the light fields would be alfalfa that he didn't rake yet. They should be here in 15 or 20 minutes to start chopping. I'm going to climb this larger silo and open up for them. Now check out this cool shot of me climbing up. Hope that was worth it. Made it. Shouldn't be this out of breath. Check out that view. My uncle's raking at the bottom of the farm. He's got these 3 fields to do. We'll just take the lid off, extend the spout down into it. Okay, I'm just gonna open up this little side hatch right here and head down. They went out to start chopping, the blower's set up. I'm hooking up a water line and just run some water in as it blows. It helps keep the haylage from getting gummy in the blower and causing problems. Just makes it blow a lot nicer. I turn the water on now. So once the feed hits this, see the water will spray out right there. And a line, so one line's going down there, the other line runs up on top of the blower. It's not enough water to really affect the moisture of the feed. It's not going to make the feed too wet or something. I sent the drone up again, and the sun was starting to set. Looks so nice out here. So they started chopping at the farm right across the road. This is a rented farm where we keep our heifers, and there's about 65 acres of ground that we farm. So we have these 2 strips that you can see. Those are also new seedings this year, along with that field that we were raking. And then coming across the farm, there's one other 3rd-year field that Nelson had already raked. So it's really nice having a custom crew come in. I was really not busy at this point, just waiting for the silo to get full. Felt kind of lazy, but it's nice to be able to have someone come in and get the job done quick. The crop was pretty heavy. We had gotten a lot of rain the last few weeks, so this is actually our heaviest cutting of the year. Usually you figure first cutting to be the best, but 4th cutting was actually a little stronger this year. This ground we've actually only been farming for about 4 years now. So we used to say we'd like to farm it, but it's just so nice being so close to our farm right across the road. And now finally we're able to farm it, so it worked out pretty good. It's not a very far haul at all over to the silo. So the silo we're blown into there was actually about half full when we started, but it filled up pretty quick. So you'll see we're going to end up filling it up. But yeah, just such a beautiful night. Awesome view. Alfalfa doesn't yield near as much as some of the other crops, so one load like this will do about 3 acres or so. So a lot of these fields I can do in 1 cartload. This field here is a fun one. You can see how awkward the shape of it is. It comes to a point. So it's getting dark right now. I'm just waiting for the silo to get fuller and then I'll go check it again. Around half done with the acres. Looking in the silo. You really can't see it on the camera, but it's about 10-15 feet down from the peak. This always stresses me out a little bit because we want to get as much in as we can, but don't want to clog the pipe up. Chopping out there, you can see the lights right above the barn. This silo is full. We have to come back to it. We can probably get a couple loads on top because it's going to sink down. Now we're starting into this one. And I want to run the unload or something to make sure it doesn't get too much weight built up on it so that I can't move. So the small silo got full. We switched back to the big silo, had a tiny bit left in the last load. And I was using the shovel trying to work it in and I couldn't stop them in time and it piled up a few 100 pounds on top of the silo. So not exactly how I wanted to end the day, but I gotta clean this up. So, yep, that's how it goes. It's just that close. Got this silo closed up. I need to go to the other silo and close that one up. A little bit frustrating here at the end, but thankful we got it in. It's a good harvest. So, all right, see you guys later.